All right, in Lagos, fashion met diplomacy at a night of Indigo Elu hosted by, at the British Deputy High Commissioner's residence in Ikoyi. The event, a prelude to Africa Fashion Week London, and its Nigerian edition celebrated Elu, a modern take on traditional adire, as a symbol of cultural pride and innovation. The British High Commissioner Johnny Baxter praised the initiative and highlighted new UK trade policies that open tariff-free opportunities for Nigerian fashion entrepreneurs. Founder of Africa Fashion Week, Queen Aderonke Ademiluyi Ogunwusi, thanked the UK and Osun State government for their support, noting that Elu was created to solve fabric access issues for designers. With music, runway showcases, and textile exhibitions, the night reinforced one message: African fashion is not just rising, it's here.
In the heart of Ikoyi, Lagos, culture, diplomacy, and high fashion came together in striking harmony at a night of Indigo Elu, a spectacular prelude to Africa Fashion Week London and its Nigerian counterpart later this year. Hosted at the residence of the British Deputy High Commissioner, the event spotlighted Elu as a refined take on adire, as more than fabric, but a bold statement of heritage, identity, and innovation. The evening drew notable figures from across fashion, government, and the international diplomatic community, all gathered to celebrate the evolution of African textiles into global statements. Speaking at the event, British Deputy High Commissioner Johnny Baxter highlighted how fashion can drive cultural and economic diplomacy, while the founder of Africa Fashion Week London, Queen Aderonke, shared the origin story of the Elu initiative and the importance of government support in empowering creatives.
Well, look, the links between the United Kingdom and Nigeria are very deep, and they are deeply reliant on people-to-people relationships. And so things like fashion travel really well and connect people really well. And it is fantastic to see the success of the African Fashion Week in London, and the fact that many people in the UK are keen to buy clothes that are identifiably African or Nigerian, and that really reinforces a relationship between our two countries. But also there are other aspects to this. I talked about the economic opportunities of this industry, and we see a fantastic opportunity here for Nigeria. The UK and Nigeria have signed something called the Enhanced Trade and Investment Partnership. This is a partnership that is aiming to increase the amount of trade between our two countries. And one element of that is in the creatives industry. And we created with the government a working group. We started it in March of this year. And the objective of that working group is to get more economic trade in creatives between our two countries.
Africa Fashion Week London. It's our 15th anniversary in London this year. We're opening with Disney The Lion King, but we thought that it would be nice to show something that actually speaks about our heritage. A lot of people do not know that we have indigo, also known as Elu, in Osun State. So we're partnering with His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, to promote the indigo dye, that is known in Osun State, but a lot of people do not know that, and that's what inspired this evening. Our textiles, especially adire, are now being recognized globally. A lot of people, a lot of designers, even non-Nigerians, non-Africans are using our textiles now. And what that shows is that African fashion, it's now our time. It's now the time for African textiles. And what it does to our economy is it grows our GDP, it creates jobs, it creates wealth, but at the same time, it preserves our cultural heritage, because adire is part of our cultural heritage.
Also in attendance was Bamikole Omishore, the Special Advisor on SDGs and Multilateral Relations, who spoke on the role of fashion in sustainable development and local empowerment.
In the last few years, we have noticed that adire is a thing that has become a great fashion that everybody's embracing. But this started in Osun State many, many years ago. And also, while we're here today, the Indigo Elu dye, it's the largest production of indigo elu dye in Nigeria is in Osun State. So for us in Osun State, it goes beyond just fashion show, getting ready for Africa Fashion Week. It's more of promoting the African creative sector at least pushing the drive of what Adire can do. Adire is beyond just fabric. It's part of culture. It's a tradition for us, and this has been going on for 100 years. We were just in UK in April, and at the British Museum, we saw the display of Adire from the early 1900s. So that's something that the governor was like, we need to drive this and make sure it continues to flow.
With live music, a runway show, and a textile exhibition that merged heritage with contemporary design, a night of Indigo Elu sends a powerful message. African fashion is not a trend, it's a global force. Sheiton Atigarin, Arise News, Lagos.